So Tamar sat down for an interview, and honey, she spilled everything that the cameras conveniently left on the cutting room floor. Because let's be real, reality TV isn't actually reality, is it? These producers pick and choose what fits their narrative, and the rest? Gone. Deleted. Like it never even happened. And look, I'm just gonna say it, this whole Braxton family situation has me exhausted. They are unwell. They refuse to deal with the real problems sitting right in front of their faces, and instead, they'd rather play pretend for the cameras. It's giving dysfunction. It's giving avoidance, and honestly, it's giving me a headache. Tamar got into some heavy stuff during this interview. She talked about her sisters, specifically Towanda, and the absolute nightmare of hate she's had to endure. We're talking cease and desist letters, family drama turned legal, the whole 9 yards. This isn't just sibling bickering anymore. This is war.
So who gave the man my address?
It's called an attorney.
Oh, he can't sign my address in that letter. That house not even under my name. Because I know y'all give about me. I'm not expecting y'all to really give about me. But what I am asking about is my child.
Now here's where it all really kicked off. Tamar decided to bring her niece Ashley onto the show. And just so we're clear, this is her brother's daughter, the sister of the niece who tragically passed away. So already, emotions are running high, the stakes are heavy, and everyone's on edge. But apparently, the family had a whole list of topics they wanted buried, things they didn't want discussed, things they didn't want the world to know. We're talking about allegations, serious ones, that Trina's late husband was allegedly sexting Ashley. Yeah, let that sink in for a second. And on top of that, information about their brother supposedly being abusive. Heavy, right? So what does the family do? Do they address it? Do they have an honest conversation? Nope. They turn on Tamar. They look at her like she's the villain for bringing the truth to light, like she's the one who did something wrong. The message was clear. Who told you to go on TV and air out our business? But here's the thing, and I need y'all to hear me on this, the audience isn't stupid. We can see what's happening. We can see the deflection, the fake smiles, the avoidance. And honestly, the Braxtons would earn way more respect if they just kept it real. Every family has issues. Every family has skeletons. Acting like you're perfect when you're clearly falling apart just makes it worse. I'm telling you, this might be the most dysfunctional family I've ever witnessed on television. And that's saying something. But let's get into what Tamar is really upset about. Because this isn't about drama for drama's sake. This is about safety. Tamar's main question, the one she keeps coming back to, is simple. Who gave this man my address? And if you know Tamar's story, you know why this is such a big deal. A while back, Tamar was living with her mother. Now, people assumed it was because she was broke or struggling financially. Wrong. Dead wrong. Tamar has multiple homes. She was violated, traumatized, and after that, she couldn't bring herself to live alone. She opened up about this on the Morning Hustle Show podcast, and it was heartbreaking. She explained that when you've been violated once, every little thing after that feels 10 times worse. The fear doesn't just go away. She couldn't sleep. She couldn't feel safe in her own space. So she went to her mom's house because that's where she felt protected. Think about that for a second. This woman owns property, has money, has resources, and she still felt too scared to stay in her own home. That's the level of trauma we're talking about. And here's the kicker. Tamar spends serious money to keep herself and her son safe. She doesn't take security lightly. Her family knew all of this. They knew what she went through. They knew how terrified she was. So for someone to just casually hand out her address, that's not a mistake. That's not an oops moment. That's intentional. That's cruel. And Tamar said it herself. You may not care about me. Fine, but I thought you'd at least care about my son. Let that sit with you.
And so when my house got robbed, that was really hard for me. And people that's close to me knew that. And I have gone to great lengths and spent an obscene amount of money keeping my home and keeping myself safe, because it's just Logan and myself.
Yeah.
And when that was violated, that was like, wow, so y'all giving out my address now? Well, y'all know. Because I know everybody was like, well, she lived with her mother, and everybody thought I was having financial issues. No, that wasn't the case. I just didn't feel safe anywhere.
Yeah.
You know? And it was like, I didn't want to leave from my mother's house, because if everybody has a good relationship with their parents, your home or your family's home is a safe place. Mm-hmm. So for me, it took me a long time to actually buy a house here that I actually lived in. Like, I have 3 that's just sitting here in the city because I just didn't feel safe enough to move into.
Yeah, so when they gave out that address, you just felt like they already knew what you was going through?
Yeah, man, because, not only did he send it to my house once, he sent it to my house 3 times. He sent it to my house. He had someone walk it up to my house. He sent it where they sent it through U.S. mail, and then they sent it there. They sent it through U.S. mail, and then they sent it through.
And it said your name on it.
Said
obviously.
my name, where I was, and sent it through UPS. And I'm like, I mean, are we being intentional here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was really upset about it. And unfortunately, at that table was the first time that I had seen
Them like, I got a cease and desist, and nobody said anything.
Because it was never a factor of a cease and desist. It was the fact of who gave out my personal information.
Yeah.
My home.
About being blamed for something that I didn't do. So who gave the man my address? It's called an attorney. Oh, he can't find my address in that letter. That house not even under my name. Because I know y'all don't give a about me. I'm not expecting y'all to really give a about me. But what I am asking about is my child.
Tamar has said it over and over again. Her entire problem comes down to one question: who leaked my address? Now listen, her home isn't even in her name. That's how seriously she takes her privacy and safety. You can't just Google her and find out where she lives. The only way someone gets that information is if they already know it, if they were trusted with it, if they're part of her inner circle. And her family knew everything. They knew about the break-in, they knew about her trauma, they knew about the precautions she's taken. So there's no way, and I mean no way, this was an accident. Someone made a choice. Someone decided her safety didn't matter, and that's what's eating at her. That's what she can't let go of. So naturally, the interviewer had to ask the question everyone's been wondering. What's going on with Towanda? Why weren't you invited to her wedding? And honey, the tension in the room when that question dropped, you could cut it with a knife. Because this isn't just about a wedding invitation. This is about years of hurt, betrayal, and family ties being torn apart.
She was trying to break it up, so we're just gonna go with what she said. When she tried to separate us, I didn't feel like she tried to separate us. I felt like she tried to separate me. You get what I'm saying?
I can see why you think that.
Right, because she pushed me and turned and protected Tony.
She did.
Right? And gave you a superstar. You're the number one R&B. Right? So that's what I was feeling like.
But aren't y'all all superstars?
I mean, okay. Fine. I don't have to be, and I definitely don't have to be in my family dynamic. I'm okay with being the youngest sister of amazing siblings that I grew up with that are beautiful and talented and black.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't have to be a superstar in that situation. When I'm at work, you will give me my flowers. You will respect me. But when I'm in that situation with my family, we don't even have to bring up our occupation.
Right.
You know? And the status of our life.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah,
right?
I don't think so.
But I just felt like I was pushing the corner at that table. Like, I really came to discuss my niece, where's everybody head at in this, and who gave out my address. That was the objective for me. Yeah. And I didn't mean to come, in a way that was combative or aggressive. I was really trying to have a real sensible conversation. Now, when people started pushing my back up against the wall and I had to come out fighting, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. Do you feel, did this happen, this whole situation, the cease and desist, was that sent before Towanda's wedding?
All of that was before Towanda's
Before
wedding.
Towanda's
and
wedding.
Before the bridal shower that I was invited to, but I wasn't invited to.
Do you feel like you was uninvited because they felt like you were trying to put the family on blast with your niece, or?
I wasn't trying to put my family on blast with my niece. My niece put her experience on blast by herself.
Yeah.
And I signed up to support her. And I still am signed up to support her.
So what was Towanda's issue with you? Do you feel like that you were uninvited from the wedding? Because originally you were.
But I was uninvited from everything before the table.
Yeah.
So was I really invited to the wedding, or was that another part of being gaslit?
If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because this story is far from over. We're going to be following every twist, every turn, and every receipt that gets dropped. And trust me, in this family, the receipts are coming. Drop a like if you're Team Tamar, or if you just love messy family tea as much as I do. Share this with someone who needs to catch up on the drama, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe,